I was 19 years old. Initially, I didn't realise it was abuse. I never imagined someone would treat anyone like that. When I meet new people, I'm constantly thinking, will he do this to me? Will he be abusive to me? Will he control me? I think if someone had taught me about relationships when I was at school, I think I would have known what to look for. I don't think it would have happened.
We look at the early warning signs of relationships that might become abusive or controlling or coercive. So we're equipping young people with the skills to be able to identify those early warning signs of a relationship that might be going bad.
The water, please.
Why?
Right, so you either give me that water or I'll show everyone them pictures that you sent.
In life, we have situations, we have problems, issues come about in relationships that young people have never experienced before.
He didn't hit her, didn't touch her. What makes you think that might be domestic violence?
The exciting thing about the workshops is that our facilitators will go into a room of 30 young people and we have no idea what might happen.
I make you a deal. You give me some of your water and I'll protect you from everyone outside.
We have a plan, but because they're young people, they bring all sorts of different conversations, experiences, ideas. They're talking about an issue that very rarely comes up for them in a classroom setting.
I'm a PSAT teacher, so for me, one of the best ways in exploring issues is through drama.
Please, forgive me.
No.
It's not my fault. I grew up in an environment where I was natural.
What do you mean?
Using theatre and the arts is a really optimistic and creative approach to a really difficult issue.
My dad always hit my mum, and my brother always hit his girlfriend.
Drama gives us an opportunity to look at that situation and look at different ways we could respond to it.
He said about, my dad used to hit my mom. Like, he should be learning from that instead of, being influenced by it.
So that's how we see that that's an excuse, and he's just using that to try to manipulate her.
If you give them a character, it allows them to access something quite tricky from a distance. That distance is really important because then they might end up telling you things or speaking in a way that is quite personal or anecdotal sometimes, but they can hide behind the fact that it's a character.
You can see real changes in those young people's behaviours and their thinking. You could actually watch and see, they get it.
Personally, I would take away from the workshop is how to identify unhealthy and healthy relationships.
You can see the situation instead of just trying to imagine it.
I think just how to help someone that I know, like a friend or family member, that is in an unhealthy relationship and how to try and get them out.
I'm constantly impressed actually with the responses that the primary school children give in this workshop. Through drama, children are given this opportunity to step into the shoes of somebody else, empathise with that character, support that character, give that character advice, and through that they can then apply that to their own lives or perhaps to the lives of their family or their friends.
The word tender in itself for me sums it up. Tender can be as tender as a bruise, but tender can be as tender as a heart. And we're about saying, let's look at how tender and special a heart can be. Again, it comes back to why we enable young people to have that language to say, I don't want this relationship, this is not okay, I deserve more.